Alright. I think that's it for linking. Oh, hello, Green Raccoon. The thumbnail says 6, but it's part 7. Yeah, I was a little too lazy. I completely forgot about that. So you know what? I'll fix that when the video gets archived on the YouTube channel. So, alright, I think everything's set up. Greetings, everyone. This is Spirit RoseWolf, and I'm back once again. And surprisingly, this has been a lot short. It's been a shorter hiatus from the last part since part 5 and 5 through 6. Yeah, it's only been like a couple days since I last live streamed part 6 of SM2. And you know what? Let's keep it that way. Let's try to get through this game as fast as possible, you know? I kind of want to play through it. So without wasting any time, because I am a little crunched on time right now, let's get into where we left off last time. So last live stream we left off not really accomplishing much. We didn't really do much in terms of plot or story. We were more so just exploring the next dungeon, and by next dungeon I mean the dungeon we were supposed to explore before we head to the Shinjuku Mall. Turns out I sort of screwed up in reading the guide. I didn't go to Shibuya before I head to the mall in Shinjuku, so that's on me. I accidentally screwed up, but hey, at least it churned out a pretty interesting part last time, so yeah, that's something, I guess. But before we get into the plot, I might as well recap what I did during my off-screen grinding, because right before I ended last part, I did say I would do a bit of off-screen grinding to get to level 34, so I can make a certain demon that I had my eyes on, and sure enough, I did. So let's go through the recap that I have here on my list. So during my off-screen grinding session, Mogrim leveled up from level 32 all the way to level 34, and I put both level up points into his vitality, because as I can show you right now. No, that's not it. Go to stats. Mogrim. Yeah, he was a bit lacking in vitality, and sure enough, vitality also adds to HP and overall defense. So I might as well have a few points in there just to make myself a bit of a tank, being able to take some hits, you know? Don't want to die too quickly after all. And Arthur also leveled up from, same as Mogrim, level 32 to level 34. And I put points in both his speed and his agility. So let's show off Arthur here real quick. Yeah, I wanted to put more points into his speed because, well, we want him to be as fast as possible. He's usually going to be our main damage dealer when it comes to magic, and the guns, well, that's not so bad as well. And plus, he also has a healing ability, so in case we need a healer as soon as possible, we'll have him on standby. Boy, what the hell was with my voice there? And the other point was in speed. Wait, did I say speed and agility? I meant, oops, I accidentally wrote speed and agility even though it's just speed. My bad. So we actually put 2 points there in speed. I'm pretty much ignoring his strength and vitality because it's sort of a useless stat for him at this point. Not really worth investing in it, as well as luck too. He's more so just going to be a magic damage dealer. That's pretty much all he's good for. Making it sound pretty terrible, but yeah, that's what you are, Arthur, and that's all you're ever going to be. Oh, what's up, Scar? Arsenal? Nice to see you two here. On the oh, Arsenal. Oh, Arsenal. Only you would say something like that. Okay, so now we're going to get to the fun part of the recap, the fusions. So, like I said before, I wanted to grind up to level 34 so I could make a particular fusion, and that was the Eros and Apsaris fusion, an Elemental and a Yoma, in order to make Isora here. Oh, wrong button. Isora, the next in the Yoma clan. It has a pretty good HP, kind of okay MP. He's not really going to be used for magic all too much. He's more so of a tank, really. Well, actually, kind of a balanced in both strength and magic. I wouldn't say anything about his vitality, though, although he does have a lot of HP, so that's something. A lot of speed, so he can probably outspeed a couple things. He has Zionga, which is a great spell to have because he could potentially shock an enemy. Diorama, which is a quick heal, and Wall of something. I assume Wall of Water, but I don't know. I really don't know what that does. Yeah, excuse me. Alright, so next on our list, after we made the Isora, I fused the Rusalka and the Kelpie to make yet another Eros. You know, I wanted to get one just in case I would need it for later. So here we have another Eros for another potential elemental fusion. And after I made that, I went off to capture some demons, because thanks to Green Raccoon, who actually informed me about this last part, I'm actually able to recruit the Messians and Gaian demons. And that's actually pretty surprising, because throughout all these years of playing SMT1, well, playing half of SMT1, I've never actually beaten the game, I never knew you could recruit the human enemies, or, well, are they considered human? Technically they are. You know what I mean. I never thought you could recruit stuff like the Zealots or the Gaians. It was pretty surprising for me, but I was able to capture a Zealot, and I also captured a Dwarf, although I don't think I have him in my comp at the moment. No, I actually used him in a fusion, but before we get to that fusion, I used the Zealot to fuse with the Akshini to make a Wendigo, and here is the Wendigo to show him off. That's right, folks. We went into the Until Dawn series and captured a Wendigo for us. Kinda different from his iteration there, but you know, I kinda dig the red hair swirling around his body. Now, this fusion was actually a pretty interesting one, and it's something that I had no idea existed. The Zealot that I used in the fusion had a particular quirk about him when fusing. He could actually, when you fuse the Zealot, or I would assume any Messian or Gaian demon, I'm classifying them as demons to make it easier to understand. When you fuse a Messian or Gaian demon, they can result in a random fusion, which is basically anything. You fuse them with a demon and with another demon, and it basically makes whatever it wants, whatever the game's algorithm chooses. It's actually quite interesting, and through that algorithm I was able to find a Wendigo, and you know, level 28, he's not bad. He's really not a bad demon. At this point, he's probably not the best we have, but you know, I wanted to use the Zealot for something. So after we made the Wendigo, I actually captured another Messian demon, a Temple Knight, and I used the Temple Knight in a fusion with the Dwarf, another random fusion, to come up with an Archangel. Now here's the Archangel here. This is actually a pretty cool demon. It's also our same level, and also the same as the Isora. It has pretty great HP, actually similar HP and MP in a bit, maybe a bit more HP, but yeah, almost the same as the Isora, although it does have a high strength stat and a balanced stats in everything else, 12 in everything else. So it's actually a pretty good demon for basically anything. It has Aguila, which is a great fire spell, Hama that can potentially be used as an insta-kill to dark demons, and Diorama as a quick heal. So we have two pretty great demons on our sides that are basically the same level. Okay, so after I fused the Archangel, I managed to capture another Zealot, and I used that Zealot yet again with the Werecat. Yeah, I wasn't gonna save the Werecat to eventually make the werewolf with the flamers. That just would have taken way too much time. So I ended up just using the Werecat with the Zealot, and I made another elemental demon, a Sylph. And if you remember from the last part, my explanation on elemental demons, we can potentially use this in a special fusion where it can upgrade a particular clan of demons to the next stage. So while Sylph isn't really that great of a demon right now, she could be used for something very special. And that's basically it for the recap. Sorry guys if it took so long to recap everything, but you know, when I do these off-screen grind sessions, I want to talk about what I did, the certain things that I did during it, especially the fusions, just so people won't get confused about me having new demons in my party and such. Oh, I don't know why this wasn't in the paper that I wrote. Apparently I forgot to write it in, but I also encountered an elf and recruited her in my party. And interestingly enough, I also have a note on the side here that tells me to keep the elf and the archangel until I'm level 39 to fuse them into something special. Now what they will fuse into, we'll wait and see until we get to level 39. I want to at least keep some suspense. So, without further ado, let's continue with the game. What are you guys saying in the chat? Scar, I can't oh my god, Scar's like the best cheerleader ever. Alright, so last we left off, we were actually heading back into the Shinjuku Mall because we actually needed to meet up with the Psycho Diver after discovering the girl in Shibuya, the girl who was unconscious. And here we are. I made the backtrack off screen so you guys won't have to see that. Welcome, I'll get what you need. Cheap. Okay. Doesn't seem like a great bar, and we immediately find the Psycho Diver. Well, that was pretty easy. I wish I knew this before. Oh man, that's good. Freedom makes this whiskey taste so much better. It's thanks to you that I can even be here too. So, you say there's been this voice that's been calling to you in your mind whenever the moon is full. Dude, I thought we already went through this. You told me about the woman in Shibuya. He did, didn't he? He told us about this as soon as we let him out of the cell? I'm confused, dude. Don't you remember that? Whoever's calling you has something that's invading their mind. Maybe another psychic like me, maybe a demon. At any rate, because of your connection, whatever is messing with her mind is affecting yours as well. Interesting. So whoever this girl is for some reason connected to us. Psychically, mentally? Quite interesting. Makes you wonder who this girl really is. Let's have a look-see. ... Looks like the voice you've been hearing is a girl in Shibuya. Dude, you told us this in the last part. You know, for a psychic, he has some awful memory loss. You rescued me. Now it's my turn to help you. Perhaps there's something I can do about this. Oh, well, at least he's courteous to repay his debts, so at least we found a decently nice psychic. I'm going to go ahead to Shibuya. You should come as soon as you can. If your minds are connected, it will make a prognosis a lot easier to have you nearby. I guess that makes sense. I mean, what do I know about psychic links or anything? Is this No, this is Mogrim! Arthur, Arsenal, seriously? You should know this by now. I've heard that there's this girl that came to Shibuya, who everyone is saying is the new Messiah. But recently I haven't heard a thing about her or what she's doing. I wonder what's up. Was it just a rumor? If I remember correctly, in the last part, we actually met a couple of Messians in Shibuya that referenced their Messiah being comatose or possessed by a demon. Apparently there were rumors spread about that. And it's possibly true. I mean, we met a girl in Shibuya who seemed to have been possessed. The Psycho Diver tells us that she's possessed, or something is possessing her, either a psychic or a demon, and most likely it's a demon now that we know that this is the same girl. And why am I skipping this? I didn't even read that. I think he asked for money or something. I'm sorry. I was a little too into what I was talking about. Anyway, hey, will you let me have it? I'll pay good money for it. Come on, please. Oh, right, it's this guy. It's this guy. I actually remember this guy from the last time I played this. So, I'm trying to remember what he asked. This is basically a collector. He sees that we have yen. That's right, yen, the old currency of Japan. Now it's switched to magnetite or maka or whatever they call it in this game. But if you guys remember in like part 5 when we first returned to Tokyo, we found out that our yen was basically useless, and it kind of made me sad. But with this guy, he actually wants to purchase our yen, to being a collector of old things that were a part of civilization before the ICBMs hit. So obviously I'm going to say yes, because there's no use in keeping our old currency. I mean, it's not like the world is going to return back to normal after we're done with all this. I might as well just make something out of it. Great! Here's your magnetite? I don't know. I can never remember these symbols and terms. A pleasure doing business with you. I mean, I know it's not Magatama. That's something completely different. And yeah, he actually gives us a amount. I honestly don't know what determines the amount of, I'm just gonna call it magnetite. I don't know what determines the amount of magnetite he gives us. Maybe it's the amount of yen that we had before, but I have no idea. I'm convinced that Jack Frost's avatar is what you look like, he said. Oh, thank you, Green Raccoon. That's actually pretty sweet. Well, he does have the green hair that I have on my fursona, so... Green Raccoon, do you have Discord? Oh! Asking Green Raccoon. Alright, you guys, good luck with that. Now my collection of ancient currency is even bigger. I don't need you anymore, go away. Okay, dude. You don't have to be so mean about it. I mean, seriously. Yeah, we already heard what you said. Well, we pretty much met the Psycho Diver. We got everything we needed. We met the guy who actually gave us more magnetite. I don't really think we need anything else here in Shibuya. I mean Shinjuku, I'm sorry. The places sound so similar that it's hard to remember the names. Oh hey, it's Risaka. I don't think I have you anymore. Let me see my paper. Yep, I fused you with a Kelpie. And I don't think I have enough space to recruit you anymore. Let me see. No, not change formation. Summon minions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I think I can only hold 8 demons, and I already have 8 demons, so unfortunately you're gonna have to die. And the experience isn't worth a damn because I've already level grinded, so there's no point in staying here anymore. Come again! Yeah, sorry lady, but I'm never coming back here again. Alrighty. Well, now that we're done with Shinjuku and the high possibility that this place will probably be raided by demons later in the near future, we're gonna get out of here through the terminal and head straight to Shibuya, our next destination. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, we're actually going to progress with plot in this part. At least I hope. At least I hope I can make it to plot before I have to eventually stop. I probably should have started way earlier today, but things sort of got in the way, but you know, hopefully we can get through at least a little bit of plot. The next dungeon might not take as long as my first playthrough. I mean, a thing about the next dungeon, my first playthrough of this game, well, I don't want to spoil what we're gonna do next, but the next dungeon that we have to progress through was actually pretty difficult for me. And, well, I would chalk that up to me not really understanding the mechanics of SMT1 beforehand, because back then I had no idea that the magic stat and the intelligence stat for the main character was effectively useless, so I pretty much wasted so many points on those stats. And sure, you are recommended to put at least a couple stats in your magic and intelligence for demon negotiations, and, well, with the magic stats case, it actually affects your party's overall magic defense. No, I didn't want to talk to you. But you would be, Green Raccoon, you would definitely be ashamed by how many points I invested in my magic and intelligence stat before I realized, wait, does the MC not get any magic? I mean, I learned my lesson now, but back then it was... I'm ashamed of even myself. It also doesn't help that I kind of took a really long hiatus during the next dungeon when I first played. Oh hey, Margaret leveled up. I honestly didn't expect another level up this quickly. Scar, what have I told you about cookies? You know they'll kill me. Let's see. I've been really investing in my luck stat. And I don't know if this is true or not, but I've heard that the luck stat actually affects the chance of the extra effects of your bullets actually working. So like I have the nerve bullets, and if I have a high luck stat, that'll actually greatly affect or greatly raise the chance of the nerve bullets casting sleep on an enemy. Which is something that I really do want, because, I mean, take a look at this. Well, when we start using our guns. Okay, well, you couldn't really see considering these guys are way too weak for that effect to kick in before they die. But nevertheless, when the effect does happen, it pretty much cripples the enemy. Like the elf here, she was lying down, she basically cannot attack at all until she wakes up, and that usually takes 2 to 3 turns. So it's pretty useful to have status effects hit demons like that. It's why bullets are so broken in this game. Well, guns really. It's why guns are pretty much the most overpowered thing in Shin Megami Tensei 1. And granted, Atlus figured that out, which is why they sort of nerfed the potency of bullets and guns in SMT2. They're not as broken in that game, but they're still definitely a viable option to use. Of course, surprisingly, in this game specifically... No, wait, I actually shouldn't get into that because that's kind of a spoiler for this game, so I'll save that discussion for later. But yeah, we're basically just backtracking all the way up to the second floor where we met that girl who was chained up. That's where we'll meet the Psycho Diver, and apparently that girl has some kind of connection to us. Oh yeah, and there was something I was actually trying to talk about before we got interrupted by the guy who gave us Maka for our yen. The woman. So when we were traveling through Shibuya in the last part, we actually met a couple people like this who mentioned that their messiah was possessed by a demon, and they unfortunately had to contain them. Now, from what we know so far, the woman that we met at the bottom left of the map is for some reason possessed by a some sort of demon or psychic, according to the Psycho Diver. And, you know, we're supposed to put two pieces together. We're supposed to put the pieces together, and we're basically supposed to come up with the conclusion that that girl is in fact the Messiah that the Messians are talking about. And I know it's kind of confusing having two different things being referred to in a similar name, but one of them just has like a small difference, like Messiah, Messians. Messians is the cult, and Messiah is, well, I'm pretty sure you guys already know what a Messiah is. Which is why some people refer to the Messians as the Messians. It's a lot easier that way to distinguish between the two. Because believe me, there's going to be a lot of both in Shin Megami Tensei. Expect a lot of people who are going to be referred to as the Messiah. But yeah, as I was talking about, this woman we're supposed to assume is the Messiah, and that's actually quite interesting. A woman Messiah. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but in most, well, I would assume Abrahamic religions, which is usually where the term Messiah comes from, the Messiah is usually seen as a male figure, not a female figure. So to have a female Messiah is actually pretty different. And believe me, there is a reason why they see this woman as the Messiah. We'll figure that out later, but I find it quite interesting that that's a fact. Oh, James, you're here. What's up, James? Good to see you again. How you doing today? What is a Messiah? Yeah, of course, Scar. I mean, I don't blame you, Scar. I don't think it's something you would come across. But yeah, like Raccoon said, it's someone like Jesus, someone who is seen as a chosen one in religion. That's probably the most basic explanation I can give you. I see we missed this last time. A magic incense. Sweet. And we were immediately attacked by a zealot. Well, dude, I don't really need you anymore. I pretty much fused you, but you... Wait, we don't have any room. Never mind. I was going to recruit you in my party, but no. No. That's a good drink. Wow, my voice is already starting to lose itself. Damn. And I just started. Messiah is Jesus' nickname. Yeah. It was. I mean, he was the chosen one after all. And here she is, as well as the Psycho Diver. This woman is seeking your help, Mogrim. Someone or something has burrowed into the deepest recesses of her spirit. In order to free her, whatever it has got to go. Whatever it is has got to go. Wait, did it say that? Oh yeah, it did. I didn't see has, so I read that completely wrong. I was like, wait, immediately has to go. Ugh, whatever. And thanks for saving me. I'll use my psychic powers to astrally project us into her mind. Let's go on in. Oh, not even any consent from me, from Arthur? Okay. Apparently we're just diving into minds now. And interesting how the Psycho Diver can actually bring us with him. I guess it's a psychic thing. Alright, we're here in her mind. It's very pink. Yep, this is a woman's mind, alright. Something's odd here. There's like a black mist floating in the ether. The ether? She has... Okay, so we have ethers inside women's minds. Okay. I'll play along with this. Around the center of her soul. Wait, I thought we were going into the mind. So you're saying that the soul is located in the mind? You know what? I'm not even gonna question this anymore. I can't do it. I'm too afraid to go any further. Sorry, but you'll have to go it alone from here. Really? Well, you know what? The fact that you put us into her mind is more than enough. Be careful though. While at the moment you're just an astral projection, if you die here, so does your body back in the real world. I'll wait for you here where it's safe. After all, if I die, you're stuck here for good. Oh goody. If you want to go back to the real world, just come on back and I'll take you out. Well, at least they were courteous enough to give us a safety net in case we weren't up to this dungeon. Because yeah, this is the next dungeon. The Girl's Mind, as the guide refers to it. So let me bring up the map, and surprisingly, well, actually not surprisingly, there are no treasures in this dungeon. I mean, we're inside a girl's mind. Obviously, there wouldn't be any treasures. Actually, I just realized how terrible that sounded. I'm gonna get something to eat. Alright, Scar, you do that. Green Raccoon, you get it. You so get it. Soul Search. Nobody is gonna get that joke, Arsenal. But me. I get it. And oh, that makes me cringe. Alrighty. Girl's Mind. Not a big dungeon, surprisingly. It's actually as big as the mall. But it does have a lot of twists and turns, so that's what makes this dungeon pretty difficult. We start at P, which is the Psycho Diver. Alright, we're actually located at the far right of the map, surprisingly. So, let's see. There are two directions that I could go. Oh, it really is like a maze, though. It's... You know, this is reminding me of the Diamond Realm, and now that I think about it, this is probably why I didn't enjoy this dungeon when I first played. And ooh, Nightmare! This is a pretty interesting demon. I remember this thing from Persona 1, and he was a pretty big bitch to fight. And I'm kind of scared to fight him right now, so I think I'm gonna escape for now. And do what I should have done before I started moving. I'm gonna summon my demons. So, Isora, you're a pretty good wall. Let's have you in the front. Archangel, you're pretty cool. Protect us. As the abider of law, you should protect us. I mean, at this point we're fighting for your god, so you might as well. And, I said in the last part that Atsuya and the Werecat were actually a pretty good pair, because the Werecat had Tarokaja, which really helped for Atsuya's, or Atsuyu's, my bad. I keep calling him Atsuya. It's actually Atsuyu. But Atsuyu is like a physical demon, so he was actually pretty good with that combination. What is his skills again? Because if he's not that good, I'm probably just gonna use the Wendigo. Wait, I chose Arthur. You're not the Atsuya. Or Atsuyu. Damn it! It's gonna be so hard to go back to that. Oh yeah, his magic was shit, so he can't even use his Agilao that effectively. What does the Wendigo have? Bufula? Mabufula. Ooh, that's a tier 2 ice spell. Tier 2 ice spell that hits all enemies. And needles. Just needles. Oh, but his MP isn't that great either. Well... Damn, I have some pretty shit demons in terms of attacks. Alright, let's just bring out the one that has the most HP. Atsuyu, that's you, and we're gonna keep you at the front, so you could be a wall. If guys' minds are blue and girls' minds are red, what color would your mind be, Spirit? Oh, you don't even want to know that. It'd probably be just rainbow colors, obviously. Or you know what, green, yeah. Green does fit me, after all. It'd be as sickly and twisted as my mind actually is. Alright, Nightmare, I'm actually going to fight you head on here, because I want to see what you do. And I also want to set up some of my demon's extra moves. Of course, Archangel doesn't have any extra moves because he's more magic-based. Isora, though, you can do that. And the humans just keep using your guns. The best thing about guns is that they can also be used in the back row. And it doesn't actually change the damage that they do. Wow, that thing just died in one hit. Dude, my gun does like 72 damage. That's amazing. Oh, Yaxini! Nice to see you here. Well, I don't really need a Yaxini right now, so... but I do need to heal. I do need to start healing. Oh my god. I forgot these guys were tanks. Actually, I don't think I fought the Yaxini. I think I actually recruited it instead. So, let's see if we can, fix this. Oh, I don't want Arthur to die. He's the only source I have for Sama Recarm. I could use a bead to refill his entire HP. But at the same time, I only have one bead and I don't want to waste it. No, wait, I have 9 beads. Right. Inventory works really limited in this game. I forgot about that. I mean, that's why I have like 20 different life stones. That's one thing I can complain about this game. The inventory system. And the fact that you can only carry a certain amount of items. And you effectively get like a ton of the same useless items throughout the game. I mean, life orbs can be useful for negotiations, but you only really need like 9 whenever you're trying to go for negotiations, and even then, most of the time there won't be demons who will ask for those. It's kind of a waste of time, really. Let's just have you attack. Malgrim, let's try something out. Yeah, of course, no data. I wanted to scan the demon to see its weaknesses, but we haven't actually killed one yet. Well, we technically did, but it hasn't registered as a full battle. So once we defeat them in this battle, we'll have the Yaxini's data. Then we'll find out exactly what they're weak to. And there we go. You, I don't need to worry about. Just one gun strike and that's it. But this place has the same issue as every other dungeon. Oh shit. Well, that was a weird battle. Okay, those things may be weak, but they can also inflict the sleep status very easily. They inflicted the sleep status on like 4 of my party members. The only reason we won that battle was because Arthur was still awake, and he was able to use his guns on all of them. Goddamn. At least Wendigo can provide some DPS. Yeah, that's true. Well, like 2 times, really, because his MP is so low he probably won't be able to use Mabufula that often, which is why I'm going to save him for a particular moment. I don't know what that moment is, but I'm going to save it. Alright, Arthur. You know, you're doing pretty good with your agility. Let's keep going. I want you to outspeed everything. You know, that gun is pretty good. It's pretty damn good. I want you to keep using that. Oh, hey, there was a time where I actually wanted another one of you. But I don't really want another one anymore. Fusion. Once you make the things that you want, you don't really have to worry about the demons that you used anymore. Oh my god. He inflicted blind and sleep on everyone. Are these things faster than Arthur? Yeah, they are! What the hell did he use? He just killed one of my demons. He killed the Wendigo. Oh wait, not Wendigo. He killed the Asura. I don't even remember the name. I'm so befuddled by what just happened. What the hell did he do? Oh, he cast his Zanma. Alright. I thought these guys were weak. But they almost killed Malgrim. Okay. I think we're gonna have to start healing now. You know what? Good thing I didn't use the Wendigo. Because, once we use Sama Recarm on the Atsuya, or Atsuyu, damn it. I'll just call it whatever it is. The Atsuyu. It loses its MP. And, you know, we would have lost our DPS chance of using Mabufula with the Wendigo. If we decided to go with him instead. So we're actually going to keep you out, Atsuyu, because, well, you're mostly just going to use for physical attacks. And I just noticed my demons are under status effects, so... do I even have anything? Oh wait! I shopped for items! Dizpada. Diz paralyzed. Wait, what? Oh, wait, did I use that on the wrong person? Oh wait, paralyzed. That's a completely different status effect from bind. That's right. That doesn't make any sense, but okay. Oh right, I have a luck incense. I should probably use that. I've been using all of my incenses on Malgrim. Well, anything that isn't an intelligence or magic incense. I'm actually saving those for later. Do I not have an item that heals sleep and blind? Is it the Gyotan? Please tell me it's the Gyotan. Oh, yes it is! I finally figured out what that Gyotan is! What about the Hiranya? I kinda don't want to waste it though. Wait, what? Oh, it didn't cure the status effect, it just healed Archangel. You know what? I'm just gonna let those things wear off eventually. The old-fashioned way. Just keep roaming around. And while I'm roaming around, let's actually use that mapper spell you have, Arthur. Yeah, Arthur actually does have this spell. It used to be a snow spell, but, you know, she's dead. So, now it's Arthur's. It's pretty useful. We have like a mini-map at the bottom right screen, and we can use that to see, which direction we should be going. Well, not really which direction, just the surrounding areas. Oh no! The demon who had no MP had his magic sealed. You monsters! These guns are pretty powerful, but the effects of sleep is just not working anymore. I honestly want to know the algorithm to how the added status effects of bullets work, but I don't think that the algorithm... I don't think anybody actually knows how it works. I mean, I assume it's the luck stat because, well, the luck stat affects a lot of things. But, truth be told, I really don't know. Really? We're fighting these things? Those things are like... so old. It's old news, dude. Like, remember when we used to be afraid of lemurs? Not anymore. Oh, there are even kelpies here. Well, I don't think you guys are that bad, but I probably should have save stated beforehand. Because now most of my demons are binded. Oops. Luckily, though, most of them are asleep. Oh shit, did he close Arthur? He closed the doors to Arthur's heart. What a monster. No, oh, I didn't mean to do that. I wanted to press auto. Whatever. I don't really care about you. But yeah, they closed Arthur, which means, he can't use magic anymore. Or, he can now? Oh, I guess close of... I guess the close status effect just wears off after a while. Huh, didn't know that. Oh, Arsenal, I wish I had you here with me. Oh, it would be nice to have a Demon Slayer with me right now. I mean, technically Mogrim is a Demon Slayer. How many demons he's killed at this point? You better well damn be. She's ugly. She's not that bad. She also looks exactly like the werecat in the Nekomata. Shin Megami Tensei doesn't really have that many original sprites. They mostly just reuse most of them. Yeah, I can't use bind. I can't get rid of bind. Maybe I can? There has to be some item here. I'm sure I picked up something. This stone. No, stone is something else. Rosary. Now, I bought that at the Messiah Church, and I completely forgot what that was. I think it's a revival item that revives law characters, which means if Arthur dies, I can probably use this to bring him back to life. Hiranya, though. All right, let's waste the Hiranya. Now in Persona 2, the Hiranya item heals both HP and NP, and it's a reusable item, which means you can use it as many times as you want. It won't actually disappear. So it's an unlimited use item, and in this game, it just seems to be another item that heals both HP and MP. I mean, it's pretty useful, but as far as I saw, it didn't really heal for much. But at least we can potentially use it in case Arthur runs out of MP. But there was never a point, at least as far as I've gotten in this playthrough, where Arthur has run out of MP. I mean, he's ran out of MP because he died, but other than that, naturally running out of MP? No, it hasn't happened yet. And I don't think it will happen. The cost for using spells in this game isn't really that high. I mean, the only one that's really high is the Sama Rekarm, which is like 20 MP. And even then, it makes sense. It's a full revival spell. He's busy sniffing cookie dust. Yeah, Scar would be doing that. It's multiplayer. Alright, I think it's time to check the map. Where exactly am I going now? I mean, the mini-map is pretty useful, but It's not that useful. Okay. Anything close by? Well... not really. We're not really near anything. In fact, these rooms right here that I'm about to pass through... well, after we take care of this useless demon. And these useless demons too! Oh hey, it's the Farai. I actually wanted you guys, but I don't think I got you. I'm kind of scared by how many there are of you. So I'm gonna save state and probably auto battle? They gave us a bit of trouble, but nothing we couldn't handle. Let me just heal up again. I don't think I have any more demons who have Medea. Which is unfortunate, but, you know. We haven't really needed a full party heal for quite a while. So I'm thankful for that. Yeah, I think that's good. So as I was saying, these two rooms lead to absolutely nothing. Thank you for that obvious troll, Atlus. But thankfully, we're at a point where we can pretty much auto-battle most of these random encounters. I mean, except for the nightmares. Those nightmares are, well, let's just say they'll be giving me nightmares after this. That's a terrible joke. That was supposed to be sarcasm, but it's, yeah, it's kind of a dud there. Hey, I'm sure Scar would be doing that if he had the opportunity. Oh no, the FBI! Run, Scar, run! It's got a lot of incriminating stuff, but you didn't hear it from me. See, one lone nightmare. That's not gonna do you any good, dude. It's really not. Now that, 5 nightmares, that'll probably do it. Seriously, how fast are these things? Can I actually check with the double analysis? Speed is 10, and yet they keep outspeeding us. How is it possible? Oh, I don't know, but let's just continue auto battling. Oh, but that time we actually outsped them. How utterly bizarre! Again, another thing that I find confusing about the algorithm of the game. What determines this which character will go first? I assumed that it was the speed stat, but apparently there's a bit of randomness to it as well. Maybe it works like a percent chance, and the percent actually raises with how high your speed stat is. I mean, I'm no programmer, so I really don't know the specifics of JRPG coding. I mean, I wish I would. Man, if I was able to create my own video game, I would definitely do that, but alas, I know nothing about the process, so... Yeah, these things are pretty weak. I'm kinda glad that I didn't get one of them in my party. I just realized the woman has man-eaters inside her head. Is that like a symbolic representation of how this woman apparently, I don't know, thirsts for men? What is the man-eater supposed to represent anyway? Well, it eats men, obviously. I kinda don't want to think about this anymore. Man, I just ruined this. We're gonna find out who this woman is, and I just ruined this character for me. She. Gets into a truck. Oh no, Scar, don't leave. I would create... James, what the hell are you saying? Wow, my chat is so crazy. That's right, y'all. You guys are crazy. But you know what? I'm crazy too. So, it makes sense for you guys to be here. There's also a ton of Liliums in her mind. You know, knowing about, oh, who died? Oh, the Atsuya died. Atsuya, I keep calling it Atsuya, it's Atsuyu. Ugh. That feeling when you know, that when you keep mispronouncing the name, and you try to correct yourself, but it just doesn't work, and you keep mispronouncing it. Ugh, I hate that feeling. And you know what? I hate it when other people do that too. Like, I watch Let's Plays, and whenever there's like a really complicated name, usually of Japanese origin, and someone mispronounces it, it's like, why can't you just sound it out? But you know, I give the benefit of the doubt. Accents, certain vocal filters, you know, it's difficult for some people to pronounce certain names. But simple names, like Maya, mispronouncing it as Maya, I mean, how do you do that? I mean, what, do they just look like a jar of mayonnaise or something? Oh man, I'm basically calling out someone at this point who frequently watched my videos. If they're still watching this, man, they're gonna be so angry with me. Wait, why did I do that? Sticky fingers, I hate you. Not even the law alignment's most extreme zealots would arrest someone over a cookie. No, but they would definitely arrest someone for liking manga. I mean, if you convinced them that cookies were created by impure thoughts, I mean, I guess they could arrest you for that. These cookies are so delicious. They're sure to drive people away from our religion and focus on the delicacy of sweets. Death to all the cookies! Oribus. Didn't you used to be a boss or something? Or was that Orias? Yeah, I think it was Orias. It was the guy on the horse at the beginning of the game. I mean, this guy is a horse. So I guess that makes sense that I mistook him for one. Now, cookies with drugs in them. Oh, so the Messiahs hate brownies. Okay. Brownies the sweets or brownies the demon? Both. Ah, sweet. Mogrim leveled up again. Alrighty. Let's see. I'm having a pretty healthy boost in both speed and luck. I'm not really focusing on my strength anymore, but that's mostly because I'm making full use of the guns. The guns are like super powerful and they're really helping me out at this point. So I'm gonna ignore strength for a bit and keep focusing on I'm torn between my speed and my luck. You know what? I'm gonna go with luck. Luck stat, baby. Luck all the way. And oh my god, he's here. Hey, Sahil, welcome. Welcome to my stream. I totally wasn't talking shit about you earlier. I sure hope you weren't listening. But no, I meant no ill will towards you, really. Oh yeah, but thanks for the compliment. I'm actually using the official artwork of the protagonist and the law hero as my overlay. And you know, I genuinely like the artwork that they have for these two characters, so that's why I really wanted to use them for this. And plus, it gave me an opportunity to use one of my drawings of my OC as Jack Frost for the bottom left. I mean, I wanted to use it for something. I might as well use it here. Dude, mispronouncing things is my life. You must... That's a pretty sad life. But you know what? You're a pretty cool dude, so that's why I stuck by you for so long, you know? Oh my god, this just ended very poorly. All my demons are dead. Oh no. Okay, what am I supposed to do now? Maybe I could talk my way out of this? No. If I talk my way out... You know what? Maybe I can do this. Maybe I can talk my way out of it. Let's see if I can at least drive them off. With a smile. Aw. Do you know who I fucking am? You know who I fucking am. Give me your money, punk. Give it to me. 600? Oh, you cheap ass! I got more from Jack Frost than you. Yeah, SMT artwork is great. Also, thanks for drawing the background for the channel banner. Still using it. Oh, I saw it, Sahil. You still use it for your live streams. I'm kind of surprised. That artwork, in my honest opinion, I mean, as someone who drew it, it's not really that great. But you know what? I'm sure that's what all artists say. They don't really like their own work, but you know, I don't know what I'm trying to say. But hey, thanks for using it. You know, it means a lot that you use my artwork like that. And you know what? I'm probably gonna want. It's probably gonna give me some inspiration to make new ones for you. Been meaning to make some. I've been meaning to make something for you because, you know, ever since you started uploading videos again. So I don't know, look forward to the future or something. Alright, let's heal my demons before I get into another battle. Thank God for Samarikarm. Oh, but this also means most of my demons won't have their MP again. Oh no! Oh, and as soon as I talk about never losing all my MP with Arthur, sure enough, in this part, we're actually nearing a point where Arthur might lose all of his MP. Okay. Let's start using these Hiranyas for something. They did heal MP, right? Maybe I could use it on an Archangel. Yeah, it healed 21. Not bad, not bad. Alright, I only have one left. Damn it, I don't know what to do with it. Should I backtrack? I don't know. Gotta work tomorrow. Oh, alright, James. Laters. Be sure to catch some good Z's. I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, it is getting pretty late. Yeah, I should probably consider calling it off soon. But I don't want to because I want to get through this. You drew that? You really? Oh, thanks, Green Raccoon. you're too sweet. Oh, you guys. Alrighty. You know, I have a Soma. But a Soma is so valuable. I don't want to use it. But if I have to, I might have to. Let's see. We'll save the Hiranya for later. Hopefully we'll only have to use that and not the Soma. So, let's start using our guns again. And you know what? After this point, I'm gonna start using those life orbs I've been saving up. Well, more like I've been scouring. Scouring? What am I even trying to say? I have too many life orbs. Let's start using them. I might as well, or else they'll just end up being stuck in my back pocket until I eventually sell them. And they aren't even worth much. Although they do heal a lot. I'm surprised by how much they heal. Yeah, that was like almost 30. No, actually 30. Wow. I should start using these more often. Did they add like 60 to Magram? Yeah. Okay. I guess I should be glad I stocked up on these. I guess now I don't have to waste diorama all the time on my demons. Yeah, and you guys are pretty easy to defeat. There we go. At this point, it's for the best to just try and retreat. Yeah, I know. But I really wanted to get through this. You know what? We're playing on an emulator. I can afford doing stupid stuff, so I'm gonna save state on multiple save states. And just continue trekking. I want to map this place out as much as possible. And I do think I will eventually have to retreat. I really don't believe I'm going to fight the boss tonight. I'm probably just going to have to end it at some point. But before I do that, I want to at least map out as much as I can. Damn it, this is just like the Diamond Realm. It's so big. But you know what? At least we only have to go through this place twice. I mean, if we didn't have to retreat, obviously. Oh, hey! A cutscene! Priest, take this young soul, our sleeping dark master. Oh, hey guys, remember this? All the way back in part 1? Oh man, it's been forever. And look at those blue pyramid heads. Remember when those things were intimidating? Oh god, if that's true then... Did he just die or something? Apparently so. Girl's consciousness. In my dreams, you rescued me. In my dreams I see that town, Silent Hill. And obviously I see it here as well with those blue pyramid heads. What the fuck kind of series is this again? I wasn't scared though. I had known for a long time that you were going to save me. I just knew it. Okay. Well, that was bizarre. Is that it? Is that really it? Wait, let me see. Did we just come out of that room? We did. So what happens if we go back inside? Ah, cutscene again. Alright, well, it was worth a try. So apparently we can't go through that way, it's just a cutscene. But interesting that we actually saw that. So we saw that cutscene inside the mind of this girl. And if you guys remember correctly, that girl was actually Snow in like the first part. We actually saved her during our dreams. So we saw what was apparently a vision, well, at least I assume is a vision, inside the mind of this girl. A vision about Snow. Kind of makes you wonder what exactly is going on here. I mean, at this point you're supposed to gather that, wait, could this girl be Snow? The girl who sacrificed herself to let us live? But then when you think about it, how can that be possible? Because she obviously died. Why is she still alive and, obviously seems to be the same age if we're to take the girl's appearance? Well, at least the appearance that we saw of her being chained up before we appeared here, before we went into her mind. A lot of interesting things are happening, and a lot of confusing things as well. Silent Hill. Yeah. I'm a big fan of Silent Hill, so any reference I can make of that series, I will gladly make it. This game is awesome. Yeah, definitely, Sahil. This game is actually pretty damn fun for its time. I think this game was released in like 1992. If I check the YouTube description. Yeah, SMT2, Shin Megami, not SMT2, my bad. Shin Megami Tensei 1, 1992. It was a 1992 game. That's quite surprising because at this point we haven't really gotten that many monster collecting games, and this game here actually defined the monster collecting and monster raising subgenre of JRPGs. In fact, I think this was before Pokemon was even made, so... And, the monster collecting features aside, the whole story about... Well, the story of SMT1 isn't really all about characters, it's more so the situation that the characters are in. I'm gonna put this point in speed because, yeah, going for that speed build on Arthur. SMT1's story is more about the setting and the issues that it tackles. The issues of survival, the issues of ideology, what happens when different ideologies conflict with each other. And of course, it takes these situations to the extreme. It is still rather entertaining. And, there's a lot more to the story than just that. I mean, after all, we're seeing it right here and now. We're seeing this sort of, would I call it a background plot? Because it's not really important to the main game in a sense. This background plot of this woman who's apparently being possessed by a demon and we have to save her, but for some reason at this point we're supposed to assume this could be our once dead comrade who should be dead but apparently isn't. It's leaving us confused but also intrigued to find out more. And like I said before, if you really think about it in the grand scheme of things, this really doesn't mean much for the overall game's plot, but it's still very interesting. And trust me, you guys haven't seen anything yet. I mean, I'm sure Green Raccoon knows the sort of hidden twist with this particular storyline, but it's definitely very interesting. Crazy to think about how this series has evolved since then. Oh, tell me about it. And in a way, I think it has evolved very maturely. I mean, in terms of the mainline series, I can't really say the same about Persona. But, Persona went off in its own thing. It's sort of... Persona is sort of its own thing now. It's no longer trying to cater to just the Megami Tensei franchise. it's it's really just its own thing. That's the best way I can describe it. And you know what? That's okay. I mean, sure, there are great things about the mainline Megami Tensei games, but there's also really great things about Persona 3 to 5. They have some very interesting stories and topics, and the games themselves are so fun to play. In a way, Megami Tensei as a whole is just a great franchise. It's so big and expansive. It has many different parts to it that you could essentially choose one and be just fine with it. There's a different subsection for the series for everyone. Like, if you want to play the mainline series, then go ahead. If you want to go through the social aspects of Persona, then that's quite alright. If you want to really deep and mysterious sort of mystery novel-like story, then go for the Devil Summoner series. You know, there's a different subsection for everyone. Okay, so I'm not gonna go through this door to the left because I'm pretty sure that'll just take me back to over there, and I don't want to go over there. So let's continue to the right. Am I childish? Sees cookies. Scar, do I even need to answer that? You know, I probably should start healing. I just realized I'm a little low on HP. But I also want to kill these things. Okay, maybe we can't kill these things because Arthur just got charmed. Let's talk to them. By the way, I like that the Lilims are actually inside this girl's mind. Because when you really think about it, it's actually kind of funny and kind of twisted in a way. But of course I can't talk about why it's twisted because that would be a spoiler. Just trust me, it's very interesting that there are Lilims inside this girl's mind. Alright, there we wait, what am I doing? I should be using the life stones. Those are some pretty good items. There we go. I mean, Nocturne was amazing, if not better than some of the Persona games I played. It's like a work of art. I would agree with you there, Sahil. It's definitely a work of art. The way the game conveys a story like that, with as little development in the characters and the overall world as possible, and yet it's still able to make such a beautiful and masterpiece of a storyline. It's amazing. I know I'm starting on my words, but it's hard to describe Nocturne really. It's exactly as Sahil says, a work of art. It really can't be explained other than that. It is just that amazing of a game. And it was also the first mainline Shin Megami Tensei game that I played. You know, not counting Persona, not counting Raito Kuzunoha. That Nocturne was in fact the first game in the mainline series that I played. And it's still the first mainline, well no, actually no, I was about to say it's the first mainline, the only mainline game that I finished. But no, I did technically finish SMT4, so that technically counts. And SMT4 is also a great game, if a bit on the basic side. I mean, it was made for the intention of being baby's first Shin Megami Tensei. I mean, that could also be said about Persona, but Shin Megami Tensei 4 was more so for people who want to get into the mainline series. You know, it's the easiest one. It has a lot of what's the term? Things to make certain features to make things easier. something of life. I'm drawing a blank with that phrase, but you get what I mean. It had a lot of features that made things very easy and accessible to other players. Like the fact that you can actually spend currency in-game to revive yourself from a game over. And the whole smirk system was also pretty good, if a little broken at times. It cheesed a lot of bosses, especially some late game bosses, but you know, SMT4 was still a very fun experience. Now Apocalypse, I can't really say the same. I liked the combat, and I liked the demons that they added. But the story, it was pretty terrible. Alright, let's... You know, I really should unbind my Isora, but I don't think I can because I don't have any items to unbind it. Yeah, I'm definitely going to retreat after a certain point, and I'm going back to the shop. I need to get some new items, if they even have any new items for these particular status effects. I couldn't get into 4. Streamline, yeah, that's the word. Damn it. Thank you, Sahil. Thank you. And you couldn't get into 4. Well, like I said, it's a pretty basic Shin Megami Tensei game, and the story isn't really anything special if you played any other ones. Oh my god. Wait, did I backtrack all the way to the entrance? I didn't... I didn't even know I backtracked all the way here. Let me see. Let me see. Oh my god, I did! Okay, well, I guess this makes my job easier in retreating, so... yeah, you know, I think this would be the best place to call it off. So yeah, let's actually take the Psycho Diver's advice. Alright then, we're leaving the girl's mind. Just like that. And yeah, looking at the girl, she has black hair, well, brown in the official artwork of Snow. She has that cape and the leather attire, the red leather all over her. That definitely looks like the official artwork of Snow. But then, you know, you're back to the original question, why is Snow still alive? Why is she still here? And well, that'll definitely be explained. Classic spirit. I know, Scar. Oh, so many times, so much time I spent at the Diamond Realm kind of made me numb to the fact that, you know, I would probably get better at dungeon crawling. We made it out alive, and we have half of the map filled out for later. Call that a win. Yeah, I guess looking at it from an optimistic side, definitely Green Raccoon. At least we have that. And you know what? I'll spend this time grinding maybe 1 or 2 more levels with Malgrim and Arthur. And I'll also buy more items. Maybe items that can cure the bind spell if they have any, but I'm definitely going to invest in some Hiranyas. You know, the MP healing items. I'm definitely going to invest in those because we're definitely going to need them now that we're basically spamming Samarikarm every difficult battle because most of our demons die. So, yeah. It's only a matter of time before the demons in this girl's soul break down the last of her defenses and completely possess her body. They need to be defeated as soon as possible. Don't worry, dude, don't worry. We're definitely gonna help her. Next time, though. Next time, we're definitely gonna finish the dungeon. We're gonna finish the girl's mind. We're gonna end the girl's mind once and for all, leaving her comatose. Well, more comatose than she already is. And then continue with the actual plot of SMT1. So until then, this is Spirit RoseWolf. Hope you all have a great night and see you next time.